These rocks have seen better days. Lumos. Ha! Revelio.
Hello. And how would one like to be styled today?
Lumos.
Well, hello there. Come in, look around, and if you've been eating chocolate frogs, please refrain from touching. If I haven't said it before, it's a pleasure doing business with you. You won't be disappointed. That's a Gladrag's promise. I suspect you have a sharp eye for fashion. sure to stop by whenever you're about.
You're worrying. Nobody's looking at you.
Look at that boy.
We have everything a young student might need when it comes to potions. Have a good look around. A wise decision. Thank you. I hope to see you again. Farewell for now.
Revelio. Revelio.
Lumos.
Revelio.
Lumos. Lumos.
Revelio.
Revelio.
It's a relief to find.
Professor Weasley's already
I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones. Oh, that's one of Zenobia's gobstones. I hardly see what all the fuss is about.
Revelio.
Lumos. Revelio. Lumos. Lumos.
I wonder why Madame Kagawa didn't become a professional Quidditch player.
I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones. Lumos.
Wands was fantastic. Your dueling skills are quite advanced.
I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones.
It's a relief to finally have an answer as to why that portrait.
Incendio! Lumos. Incendio! Lumos. Incendio! Lumos. Incendio! Lumos. Revelio. Lumos. Lumos. Ha! Revelio. Lumos. Ha! Oh. Revelio. Lumos. Lumos. Ha! Lumos.
You for some assistance?
Hello? Can I?
Oh, thank goodness. Yes. My name is I was hoping someone would come along soon. I was about to You see, I need to retrieve something from the bottom of the...
Diving into the lake sounds like...
Splendid!
What do you need help retrieving?
Years ago, my grandfather, who fancied himself quite the astronomer, set sail from Hogsmeade Station for what was meant to be a quick stargazing cruise. They never returned.
I'm so sorry.
We can't be sure. We only know that neither they nor their boat made it back to Father was so distraught that he forbade our family from... A treasured family astrolabe vanished with them that night. If you could dive down and retrieve it, I may be able to bring...
You seem to think I might have heard of the Bath Pinch Smed.
That's like asking why the sky is blue or grass is green. We are known for our contributions to science, but with all I plan to discover about the world around us...
What exactly is...
It's an astonishing ancient navigation. It's mainly used for studying the stars. Sadly, I'd imagine it's rusted beyond repair now. Still, we'd love...
It sounds dangerous.
I understand. But I'd be forever grateful. Of course, you may discover much more than... I've cross-referenced the vessel's last alleged location against the lake's topography, depth charts, and my best guess is that it's just over there, about a furlong from the dock. I do hope you find the astrolabe. It would mean so much to our family.
It sounds as if her astrolabe is just northeast of the dock. I should dive down and see.
I never thought Ramrock's loyalists would go this far.
Lumos. Hello, sir.
Hello, I'm Jalal Semi.
What do you have to say?
What can I help you with today? Ah, yes, a wonderful choice. I hope to see you again sometime.
Hello, Mr. Semi.
What can I do for you?
Any whispers going about the town?
There's a thief on the loose by the name of Katrin Haggerty. She's stealing everything that's not nailed down. Katrin's hiding in a camp just...
Can you tell me a bit of...
Oh, let's see. Well, I am Lower Hogsfield's preeminent potioneer. But in fact, I'll give you the Hogwarts discount. My prices are low enough already.
What do you have to say?
I sell only potions and their ingredients. If you can't fit... My ingredients are all local to this area, and my potions are brewed to keep you healthy and safe.
That will be all. Lumos.
I never thought Ramrock's loyalists would go this far.
Ah, Lower Hogsfield, one of my two favourites.
This must be where the Pinch Smedley family astrolabe is. should let Grace know that I found her family astrolabe.
I trust you didn't find the dive too terribly difficult.
Hello, Grace. I follow...
Oh, how incredible!
I did.
It will. I can't... Thank you so much for doing this. You do well to keep an eye out for more spots to dive. A diver of your caliber. Thank you again. And I do hope you keep diving. You certainly have a nap.
Revelio. Lumos. Revelio. Reparo. Incendio.
I never thought Ranrock's loyalists would go this far.
Pardon me, is everything...
Hardly. I've just lost my business and almost my life. You'd best look elsewhere. Oh, I never thought it'd come to this.
They attacked you.
Oh, Ranrock has no patience for goblins who won't join him. While I too would like to see goblin kind treated by wizards as equals, when I said as much, they turned on me, struck me till I nearly passed out. Took my carts, my belongings.
Has Ranrock's lot ever attacked?
They've been taunting and threatening me for a while now. But they've always believed that violence is... Things have taken a much darker turn of late. Ranrock assumed that all goblins would agree to follow him, but he was wrong. Many of us...
You mentioned that your paintings were taken.
I am. It's my calling, though most would think it an unusual path for a goblin. Most of my family work in metal. I'd wager my finest brush that Ranrock's lot have no appreciation for any of my work. Without my carts and my livelihood, who knows when I'll be...
I'm sorry this happened to you. I shall...
That is very kind of you, but I think they took them to their camp southwest of here, just past some ruins. I did enchant the carts to return to me if I... Slim though the chances may be, I'm holding out hope that some of what was... It was nice meeting you. I wish it had been under better circumstances.
After what Ranrock did to that goblin banker at Gringotts, I shouldn't be surprised at what happened to Orn. Revelio. Leviosa. Leviosa. Revelio. An encampment. This must be it.
Revelio.
Seems quiet. Too quiet, if you ask me.
Looks as if there's more than one way to enter.
Art will regret not joining us. If he doesn't come round now, he'll be made even more of an example. I could be used for better things.
We should have killed that traitor arm when we took his cards.
I didn't know it.
I'll cut you from shoes to shadow. I won't rest until you're dead.
I shall avenge your death.
How nice of you to stop by. All little magic tricks, one distract me. Get up here. Was that your best?
Yes.
That was pitiful.
Little spells glance off of me. That was meant for me. You won't laugh. Easily diverted. Pity, not quite.
What's it then for you?
That was quite something. Now, to Freon's carts.
Revelio.
Incendio! Revelio. Revelio. Quite an enchantment. The carts are returning to Arn. Revelio. Lumos. Revelio. Lumos. Revelio. Lumos. Revelio. Revelio. Lumos.
If you're here for my...
Arn, I have good news. Your carts are...
I don't know what to say. Any hope I have of getting my... Ramrock's lot called me a fool for believing in the good in wizard kind.
I managed to free your carts fairly easily.
Oh, I'm glad you're all right. Oh, I can't wait to have my things back, especially my paints. You know, you've inspired me. Perhaps my next piece will be a tribute...
What a nice idea, Arn. I wish you luck with...
Oh, I can't wait to get started.
Revelio.
All the best. Once my carts arrive, I'd be happy to show you my wares.
Revelio. It's like a place right out of a storybook. Revelio.
Polyjuice potion will keep him away from today's young, I'd say.
Revelio.
It is good to see you, my friend.
Hello, Natty. How are you? I'm all right at the moment.
If you don't mind my asking, why were they looking for you?
I've never met Rookwood or Harlow. Perhaps they mistook me for another student.
A bit odd, the two of them. But whatever the reason, for now, it is safe to say that Rookwood and Harlow are a threat to both of us. To all of everyone has been talking about you defending. And I shall never forget watching Serona stand up to Rookwood and Harlow in the... Both of you have inspired me.
What sort of stand?
Men like Rookwood and Harlow are the reason I am not going to sit by and watch.
Good. Rookwood and Harlow are a dangerous pair, and you...
I had heard they were seen in Hog... All the more reason they must... Rumor has it that Theophilus Harlow runs Rookwood's day-to-day operation. Taking him down would cripple Rook.
That may be true, but shouldn't Officer Singer handle someone...
I spoke with her. She was polite, but perhaps understandably would not discuss details with a student. I overheard some of Rookwood's lot talking about a massive poaching operation that Harlow is planning. I was thinking that we could investigate a bit, try to get the evidence that Officer Singer needs.
All right. But how?
I am going to watch and listen, find out precisely what Harlow is up to. I shall reach out when I know more. In the meantime, remember, I am here if you need me.
Thank you, Natty.
Be on your guard.
Revelio.
I beg your pardon. How dare you threaten me?
What's going on here?
They must have come this way. Think!
I've no idea who it is you think I might have seen. I've been busy with my research. I do not have time to...
Victor Rookwood don't give a doxy's nip back your time. Oi! Speak of the devil. Mr. Rookwood would like a word with you.
A student? You can't be...
Enough out of you.
Leave her alone.
Stupefy!
You'll regret it.
I'll watch the light go out of your eyes. Stop right now! Hang on! We can help it up!
I'm not going anywhere.
Take this student up! Going up! Giles!
Tell me to find him himself.
Pay for your deed.
What on earth just happened? I've never been accosted in such a manner, and so close to Hogwarts.
Lumos.
Revelio.
Are you all right?
I am, thanks in no small part to your excellent defensive skills. Care to tell me why two Ashwinders were...
Ashwinders?
Victor Rookwood's thieves and extortionists, his little cronies.
It's a long story, but thank you for your help.
Well, you've avoided them for the moment. Priya warned me things were getting dangerous. Best get moving on my
You mentioned someone...
Yes, my wife. She's the one who piqued my interest in Merlin. Gave me a book when we was... Typical hard-working Hufflepuff. Brilliant potioneer. Has her own shop in Nocturne. She's a travelling vendor. Here's...
You're a researcher?
Nora Treadwell at your service. Historian and archaeologist specialising...
Merlin? Of the legend of King Arthur?
The very same. Merlin attended Hogwarts, you know, and I'm studying some curious fixtures he left here centuries ago.
Fixtures?
These vine-covered pillars, dozens of them, all around the area. I've taken to calling them the Trials of Merlin. I believe he created them as a diversion for his fellow Slytherins. He was terribly fond of puzzles and enigmas.
I can see why you're so interested in Merlin. I'd be keen to know more about the trials.
Well then, I'll let you in. No one has yet managed to figure out how they work. But I believe I suspect that Mallowsweet is an important component in getting the trials to work.
Mallowsweet?
Versatile herb. Merlin repeatedly mentioned it. I had just arrived to test my theory when I was so... You see, each swirl in Merlin's writing has a symbol in the centre. That's...
The Mallowsweet is meant to be placed at the centre.
Precisely. Would you care to do the honours? We can see what... I brought a trunk chock full of Mallowsweet with me. It's just over there by my tent.
This trunk?
Yes, take plenty, even if you already have.
I have the Mallowsweet.
Lovely. Now, notice the vines on these pillars here, as well as a stone swirl on the ground. Each trial has these features. Place the Mallowsweet on the swirl, and we'll see what happens. My word! Did you see that? The vines disappeared.
What should I do now?
This is uncharted. Merlin's beard!
The flames make the pyre sink.
Merlin's beard! How beautiful! What a day. I can hardly believe it.
Revelio.
I take it we can call that a success.
We can indeed. However, how does it work? I must review.
Are all of the trials like this one?
Oh, not precisely. Well, I think each has those telltale vines, and you should feel free to solve them as you come across them. I believe I have what I... My guess is that each will also require... which you can find in Hogsmeade, should you need... I really must be off. And do be careful out here. Now, I've got what I needed. I shall return to the safety of my notes and books.
Incendio!
I hope you were able to take care of everything I had asked you to do.
Professor, I completed all of your most recent assignments.
Well done. Then you're ready to learn Expelliarmus. Pay close attention. The disarming charm may often be all you need to defeat the most powerful dark witches and wizards you might encounter. Spellcasting requires a focused mind and a steady wand. Good work. The dummy is here if you wish to stay and practice.
Expelliarmus!
You seem to have the right end of the stick, but keep practicing. Expelliarmus may save your life. Still at it, I see.
I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones.
I'd die of embarrassment. Can you explain why I received a letter from a muggle claiming to be the mother of a friend of yours asking me to afternoon tea? What did I tell you about making friends with muggle-born? I am highly affronted. You will not associate with your friends anymore. And if I hear from you again, I will...
Good morning, Professor Garlick. How wonderful it is to see you again, Lenora dear. Oh, here. You'll need these for today's class. A little treat for your auntie. Ah, hello. Class, please welcome the newest rose in our garden. We do look forward to growing together. How thrilling it is to have everyone back together again. This year will be filled with enchantment and excitement, but the most important thing cultivated in herbology is knowledge. The prudent herbologist is no more afraid of the venomous tentacula than the bouncing bulb. Now then, today we will be acquainting ourselves with the mellifluous tuber known as the mandrake root. Accio. Let's see if we can't make our fibrous friends a bit more comfortable, shall we? First, let's protect our ears. Now, everyone, grip their mandrake by the tendrils and give it a firm tug. The soil should envelop the root like a warm, dirty blanket, putting the mandrake right at ease. Reparo! I'm very sorry about that. Yours was a bit mature, I'm afraid. All right then, off you go. Splendid work, everyone. Now, for our next task, we'll be planting Dittany at our potting tables. You can all get started. I need to have a brief word.
Revelio.
wonder if hippogriffs like knotgrass.
Yes, Professor?
Firstly, well done with your mandrake. They can be rather difficult to get a grasp of.
Actually, I enjoyed it. I couldn't help but catch your enthusiasm.
How kind of you. It seems you're already taking to herbology like a mandrake to fresh soil. Now, as I mentioned, next we'll be planting dittany. Let us find you some seeds.
I already have some, Professor. Picked them up in Hogsmeade.
You visited the Magic Neep. Wonderful! A prepared student is bound to bloom. I've arranged for you to have your own potting table here in the classroom. Wasn't easy to spare one on such late notice. Plant the seeds there now, and you can return to harvest them later. Even with soil, sunlight, and a bit of magic, they will take time to grow.
Let's see how to balance my star thistle arrangement. Niffler's fancy or roses?
Dittany's restorative properties make it a vital ingredient.
The best time to plant a seed is last season. The second best time is now.
Pardon me, Professor. What?
Your part in all this floral alchemy is simple. Take the seeds to your potting table.
Done! Once it can be harvested, your dittany will be ready to use in Wiggenweld potion. I'll let Professor Sharp tell you about that. Now, what say we branch out? Introduce you to a different sort of flora, the Chinese chomping cabbage. You'll find that some plants are better suited to uses outside of a cauldron. The cabbages do get testy without something to chew. Fortunately, I have a dummy for them to gnaw on. Here, dear, and...
Yes, Professor.
They're in the other greenhouse. It's just at the end of the footbridge leading out of this room. Your classmate, Mr. Pruitt, has kindly offered to accompany you. Come back and see me when you're finished. Oh, and mind your fingers. They do bite.
Hello. Saw you on your way to Hogsmeade the other day. Nice to meet you. I'm Leander. I'll be showing you the Chinese chomping cabbages. Up these stairs will take us there. But your lead. Nice work in Defense Against the Dark Arts, by the way.
Excuse me?
Your duel with Sebastian. And he's good. Thinks he's really good. But you outright slaughtered him. It was brilliant.
Oh, well, thank you.
I nearly put Sebastian in his place myself. I mean, I would have, if Hecate hadn't stopped me.
Didn't she stop?
Here we are. Home of the Chinese chomping cabbage. Go on, grab a few of those cabbages. Just mind your fingers. I almost lost... Now, see that dummy? Just toss the cabbages at it, and they'll do the rest. Look at that! They'll chomp on anything they can get their mouths on. Mum planted some in her garden last year to keep the gnomes out. Did save her the de-gnoming, but they left her honking daffodils in tatters. Vicious little bastards, aren't they? My kind of plants. Not like stupid booba tubers and bouncing bulbs. The kind of plants that just have your back in a fight. Not saying you can't go it alone, but... Well, imagine that wasn't a dummy.
Trust me, Leander. I was imagining...
You were? I mean, of course, dogweed and deathcap has more of them, if you're keen. Other plants too. Ones your parents wouldn't plant in the garden. You get the idea. Anyway, we probably ought... Take your time. I'll see you back in class.
Revelio. Lumos.
That helpful reminder as to why we should always wear our dragonhide gloves. I shall end our lesson here. Terribly sorry, Mr. Clopton.
I attended to the Chinese chomping cabbage.
Remarkable plants, aren't they? I hope they weren't too much trouble. Oh, don't see any. And good, as you do seem to be quite green-fingered. Oh, I'm eager to see your skill in the soil continue to blossom.
Magical plants have so much to offer. I'm eager to learn more.
I'm glad. Herbology is a bounteous subject. Tend to your garden, and it will tend to you. Huh. Well, I suppose that's everything. Do come by for a chat sometime. I so enjoy checking in with my new students.
Hope those mandrakes are really relishing their new pots. Only cost me my damned hearing.
Necessary in the greenhouse as in the Great Hall.
Did you know that you can use the mandrake to defend yourself? Why, the very idea.
I do wonder about Professor Fig. He's hardly ever in his classroom.
I should think Professor Garlick would be more careful with her mandrakes.
Revelio.
Shouldn't there be auras or someone from the ministry guarding the school?
would never allow that. It would make them look completely...
Potions is one of the most challenging and hazardous subjects taught at this school. As fifth years, you will be required to reach new heights of both discipline and intellect. You will begin this term by brewing a Wigan-Weld potion. Mr. Takar, can you tell us why this particular potion might come in handy?
Yes, Professor Sharp. The Wigan-Weld potion can be used to sterilize and even heal a variety of injuries.
It can heal some injuries, but not all. Points for Ravenclaw. Before today's class is completed, each of you will have brewed a Wigan-Weld potion of your own. You never know when you might need it. Please begin. Use a strong, even motion when crushing your ingredients. Please be meticulous when adding powder to your potions. One errant sneeze could be disastrous. I see most of you have not forgotten how to stir. Not an easy potion to brew. Well done. And from what I hear of your recent exploits in Hogsmeade, you'd also do well to practice brewing the defensive Edurus potion. Professor Weasley had you acquire the recipe from J. Pippins, correct?
Yes, sir.
Good. For the moment, you can find the ingredients you need in my office. But in the future, you'll be expected to provide your own ingredients. Some can be harvested from the plants you grow in your herbology class, and rarer ones can be purchased. Others, however, may be harder to obtain, and will require you to be a bit more resourceful. Come and see me when you've finished brewing, and we'll see if it was skill or luck the first time round.
My parents considered keeping me home from school this year after the...
Did I hear Professor Sharp say that you have permission to go into his office?
Yes, but why does that matter to you?
Brilliant! And it matters because you can be a part of something truly creative. I'm Gareth, by the way. Gareth Weasley. Bit of a prodigy with potions, if I do say so myself.
Pleasure to meet you. Wait, are you related to Professor Weasley?
She's my aunt. Keeps too close an eye on me for comfort. Ugh. But she can't be everywhere. Listen, anyone with a troll-sized brain can brew an Edurus potion. I'm working on something that's certain to be spectacular. I'm just missing one tiny last ingredient that will add that extra spark.
I suspect that's where I come in.
You're as clever as I'd hoped. I simply need a single Fwooper feather. As you'll already be in Sharp's office with his permission, perhaps you could grab it for me.
I'll get you the Fwooper feather, as long as you're certain Sharp won't miss it.
I assure you he won't. Fwooper feathers aren't that valuable. Wait until you see what I'm brewing. Hurry back to me when you have the feather.
Your potion should not be...
Revelio.
A well-prepared witch or wizard always has a few potions on hand.
Here's the Fwooper feather you wanted.
Brilliant! Thank you! This is going to take a moment to brew. You should get back to brewing your Edurus potion, and I'll tell you when this concoction's finished.
Professor Sharp said that Wiggenweld potion can treat injuries.
Proficiency in potions are two things that cannot be rushed. Have patience and be thorough.
And now we add the mallow sweet, and... That's odd. What's happening? Wait, it's not supposed to... Ah!
Get it!
Dragon's up! What happened?
Well done, Gareth.
What now, Mr. Weasley?
Sorry, Professor.
That'll be points from Gryffindor. Again. Mr. Weasley did not do this on his own. His accomplice will answer to me as well.
Professor Sharp must have learned a lot during his time as an Auror. I wish he talked about it more.
Revelio. I brewed an Edurus.
I'm surprised you had the time. You seemed rather busy helping Mr. Weasley brew chaos.
I'm sorry, Professor. I was merely...
Taking responsibility for one's actions does go a long way with me. I shall assume that you've learnt a lesson. As for the work you did today at your own cauldron, I will say you've done well. I confess I was skeptical, given the advanced nature of this class and the fact you're a new student.
I'm glad I was able to meet your expectations.
A rare occurrence. And you do well to remember that you're not a potions master quite yet. In addition to having a solid grasp of how to combine various ingredients, you should gain an understanding of the ingredients themselves. Pay particular attention in herbology. The plants you nurture there are often essential to the potions you brew here. Now, I recommend that you find a safe location in which to practice brewing. You cannot leave a hot cauldron simply anywhere. That'll be all. I think each of us has had enough excitement for one day. Class is dismissed.
I was impressed that you were able to answer Professor Sharp's question.
Oh, you're the new student. I've heard much about you. And I've never seen anyone brew such a flawless...
I'm glad I was able to get it.
You must simply have a knack for potion making. Some students seem so confounded by potion recipes, it's as if they're written in gobbledygook. A fascinating language, by the way. Neither here nor there, really, but I am a... Merlin's beard. Good conversation is the enemy of free time. I must return my book, Gateway to the Far Stars. Speaking of stars, we'll be in astronomy together. You'll love it. Professor Shaw is firm, but quite clever. See you soon, no doubt.
Ugh, my robes are... to talk to you. It's Eldritch Diggory. To be the Minister for Magic, I think. There were dogs. You wanted to see me, sir?
Indeed. Allow me to introduce myself. So few students know who I am these days. Eldritch Diggory, former Minister for Magic and founder of the Auror recruitment program at your service. I believe you can help solve a decades-old murder, thanks to that book you found, and, in particular, its missing pages.
How do you know about the book? And the pages?
We portraits hear more than you might suspect, and most of us can keep a secret. So, what say you? Surely a Hufflepuff such as yourself would be inclined to help seek long overdue justice.
I'll do whatever I can.
Wonderful. I am pleased to have been right about you. My great-niece, Helen Thistlewood, can provide you with details. She's retired now, but was a skilled aura in her day. And the unsolved murder of which I speak was her case. I often visit my portrait in her home, in the nearby hamlet of Upper Hogsfield. Shall I tell her to expect you?
How could a few pages of a book...
A boy disappeared with those pages, but they never found the body. It seems those pages could exonerate her somehow. My great-niece can tell you more.
When were you the Minister for Magic?
Over 100 years ago. 1733 to 1747, to be precise. The stories I could tell you. Didn't have the chance to do all that I could. I was in the midst of reforming Azkaban when my life was cut short by dragon pox. I was sneezing sparks to the bitter end.
Can you tell me more about your great...
Cream of the crop when it comes to auras. A star pupil here, and her spark hasn't diminished one bit in her retirement. She and I often... No offense, but it's nice to get away from the students and converse with someone who's familiar with my legacy.
I shall go and see her right away.
Brilliant. With what I suspect is your knack for hard work and her keen mind, both mysteries may be solved sooner than you think. I shall see you there, soon I hope.